Hello everybody, this is DKG's Avos. This is going to be my last battle of the night. Hope you guys have had a good time. It's been a little crazy today, but I think we got through it. Greninja is going to be the first one coming out. So I've seen a couple set up Greninja. I've seen a couple, like, crazy sub-spikes Greninja, and I think they're pretty cool. I really do. Priority with Prankster kind of makes it a little tough. So now that I've got that out, I want to keep my air balloon, preserve it as long as possible, so I am going to switch out. There's not a whole lot that Greninja really can do to threaten Klefki, but just based on the fact that it stayed in and tried to do something, I'm not sure exactly what he was going to do with it, but U-turn's going to come in here, so it might be a physical attacking. We'll be able to base that off the damage. Doesn't necessarily look like it because of the Life Orb damage. Life Orb damage makes that not exactly physical attacker, so it was probably a special attacking one, and he was going for the U-turn just to try and get it out while doing some damage. I don't know if this works. I don't know. But we're going to try and poison this thing. I don't remember. There we go. So, unfortunately, Hone Claws not going to help out too much against a Poison Shedinja. Normally, you would expect that Venusaur not necessarily running Toxic, but I run Toxic on my Mega Venusaur because I run him as a wall. Because he's run out as a wall, he walls things. He's really good at walling things. Like, crazy good at walling things. So now that we've got a Dragon Pokemon out, I'm not going to be able to stick in with our Venusaur, because he's probably got some crazy things going on. If he's got Flamethrower on this thing, I'll be a little bit surprised and a little bit screwed. So there goes our Scizor. I'm not too happy about that one. Azumarill would have been a much safer switch on that one. Just because the risk of having Flamethrower on there, I know it's a move that he's got, but not a whole lot of people run it. Because Salamence is usually more of a physical attackery type. And I'm going to double check that just to make sure that I'm not talking crazy talk here. But normally I think of Salamence and I'm like, yeah, that's a physical attacker. He's totally crazy physical. So yeah, his attack at 135, he's still got 110 base special attack, so he can still do some damage, but the biggest thing was the fact that he had one of the strongest outrages in the game. That was one of the biggest things, was that he had outrage, and he also learns fly, which is an HM. So I'm a little surprised to see Flamethrower on there, but it takes people off guard. Oh, it looks like we're not getting that one in. That's unfortunate. So, it looks like Vileplume coming in. Vileplume has some poison moves available, which will do neutral damage to Venusaur. But I really didn't want to stay in with a water Pokemon against something like Vileplume. It's just not somewhere you want to be. Now, basically, we're mirror match types right now. So I'm going to be able to do Sludge Bomb. It's going to do neutral damage. I'm going to be able to absorb the Giga Drain, especially if this is a stalling Pokemon. He's not going to be able to go for Sleep Powder, anything like that, because I'm a Grass-type Pokemon. So now we've got Intimidate coming through, and we're going to go for Sludge Bomb. We're going to get a Sludge Bomb off, which is going to be crazy helpful. It looks like Sludge Bomb did a lot of damage. And based on that amount of damage, I'm going to keep Venusaur in. It looks like he's kind of all-out attack at that point, and he's going to go for Fly. I don't want to stay in against Fly. That is not somewhere that I want to be. So we're going to switch in something that can take fly. 2-turn move. 2-turn move, it does a decent amount, but I don't want to stick around for that. Now we're going to get some lefties and try and force the switch on this Salamence. One thing that I really like about the fairy types is that in olden days with Salamence was already super strong, had one of the strongest outrages in the game, and before the advent of fairy type, outrage would just like creep through an entire team and just do tons and tons of damage. Well, now that fairy types are out, if you got a person that you're battling against and they go outrage, you just switch straight into a fairy type and then kill them. And you win. You just win. Go win. Outrage is now kind of going by the wayside, I think. Just because it's so risky. You're going to get it off once, and then your opponent's going to be able to resist it almost immediately. He's going to recover a little bit of damage here with that Giga Drain, but again, switching into the Grass-type Pokemon against Vileplume, always a pretty good choice, because usually they're kind of in there as supports, and you don't want to let them support. So we're going to see how much his Sludge Bomb is going to do compared to ours. Crit hacks in there, helping out quite a bit. We could go for Synthesis, but I don't want to run the risk. Oh, and he's going to resist it. Nice. Now we do have to switch out one more time, deal with something else. And I don't want to deal with Mawile trying to attack Mega Venusaur. Mega Venusaur does have the bold nature, but 33 HP, there's not a whole lot there. Synthesis would have been the better choice. Predicting a switch, I didn't want to over-predict it though. So I didn't want to run into another Crit Hacks Sludge Bomb, or have a Sludge Bomb do some crazy something or other. So I was a little bit worried about it. I shouldn't have been as worried as I was. Critical hits on Sludge Bomb, not really. They're few and far between. So I should have been okay. Mega Mawile coming in here. It's going to get the Sword Stance up. I don't know if Mega Mawile is really going to be able to OHKO Diggersby even with that. But it should outspeed. Should. But we're basing it off the fact that we don't think that Diggersby is going to get OHKO'd. Sucker Punch, good move though. Ouch. So yeah, we did get OHKO'd there, which is disappointing. So now we're going to have to set up on it. We know that Mega Mawile is doing pretty well in the stats department. So we can try and set up some confuse damage, we can try and paralyze, we can try and confuse. Confuse damage would be really good right about now, because something as strong as Mega Mawile would take a lot of damage to some confuse, and that'd be fun. But it looks like we're going to switch out, predicting the... Oh, no. Oh, and it looks like Synchronize. Synchronize. Boom. There it is. Alright, so we do have Klefki out here. Klefki, you know, you've got Umbreon out. Umbreon, Dark Pokemon, doesn't have a whole lot of physical moves that we're going to have to worry about too much. So what we're going for here is play rough. I want to do some damage straight up, and it looks like we're not going to get it right away. So based on the fact that I don't think that there's a whole lot that Vileplume's going to be able to do to us, I'm going to go for Swagger. Try and get some confused damage in. Because we're paralyzed, we're not confused. We should be alright. Should be. And then the confused damage kicks in. And again, this is one of those where I'm playing risky. I'm playing with luck, trying to get luck. Confused damage is really hit and miss. Quite literally, hit and miss. So, you try and do what you can do. and just try and get there. He has sent out the Salamence, so I'm not one to turn down a chance to set up on a Pokemon. He hasn't sent Umbreon back out because Umbreon's not going to be able to do anything. Because I'm assuming this is a physical attacker, the Flamethrower is not going to do near as much. Air Balloon did pop, but we've set up the vast majority of his team. There's only one Pokemon left that's really going to do any damage to us. So almost everything's paralyzed except for one. And I'm not exactly sure what Pokemon that's going to be. But even so, we should play it a little close to the vest. We're going to switch into Azumarill. Try and restabilize, get everything going, because I don't want to lose Klefki too soon with that one Pokemon that we haven't set up yet. Hoping that we don't get burned. But we still do have our beautiful, beautiful Fairy type out here that's going to resist any Dragon moves. But I'm going to go straight away into Aqua Jet, not thinking that he's going to keep it in. So here we go, going for Aqua Jet. Play Rough would have been helpful, but not nearly as helpful. But now we have to worry. We do have to worry about this Mega Mawile. But we've got our Mega Venusaur. We're going to be able to scout out what else this Mega Mawile has. And it looks like Play Rough. Play Rough is what we got going on. Mega Mawile. We've seen Swords Dance, we've seen Sucker Punch, we've seen Play Rough. We've got most of the team paralyzed. We can try and paralyze this. I'd love to get this stupid thing paralyzed. Get it out of my face. I love it. Love it. Absolutely adore having this thing paralyzed and out of my face. Because if I can set up his entire team with paralysis, then I'm going to be alright. But knowing that he's got 3 Pokemon that are already paralyzed out of the 4, really, he's not gonna go on that. So what I'm going for is a little bit of swagger here. Trying to hope and pray. Slippy, that's from Star Fox. Nice little Star Fox reference there. I appreciate that. I was going for swagger on that one, hoping that I'd confuse whatever came in. And although he's got Life Orb, it's not going to do a whole lot to our wonderful Klefki. There's just not going to be a whole lot going on there. It sucks that we're paralyzed, just because that means that we're not going to be able to outspeed anything with our Klefki. I'm a little disappointed in that, but that was a good switch to Umbreon. Really good switch. So now we've got Mega Mawile coming back out. Looks like Mega Mawile is probably going to be the one that's going to try and take us out. But he's going for the double switch, trying to bait that T-Wave, which he gets. He does get it. I admit it 100%. He baited the T-Wave. Got it. So Umbreon Parahacks. I get to play Rough off, so I get a little bit lucky there. I was banking on the fact that it really didn't have a whole lot that it was going to be able to do to us. I mean, it's not going to be able to poison us, so that's a thing. I don't know about... well, Substitute, yeah. He's going to be able to bring out the Substitute, Substall. But I'm just going to keep breaking that sub every single time. I'm not going to let him try and stall us out too much. I really want to get the rest of the team kind of set up here. I love Umbreon. I love it a lot. Fairy types are a rough thing. Moonlight's going to help out. Moonlight actually, under sunny day, restores more health. It seems crazy, but it works. Alright, so we've seen Sub, and we've seen Moonlight. We've seen the fact that he's got lefties. We should be able to deal with this, and it looks like we're going to get sub-stalled for a while. Sub-stalled. But it looks like it's really trying to get this sub set up so that we can go for a nice safe Moonlight, which Moonlight sub, really nice. I kind of imagine, just based on the fact that we've seen nothing else, that there's probably something like Dark Pulse or Toxic on this Umbreon. I think we've only seen half the moves, though. I really think we've only seen half the moves. But that is 100% a priority move, and I'm not sure what it is. I went with Swagger here to try and get some confused damage, maybe force a switch. And it looks like Synchronize doesn't synchronize Confusion. That's good to know. I really thought that Synchronize was going to synchronize Confuse too. So I'm glad to know that. Good thing to know. I'm so glad to know that. So we have confused our opponent, as well as Paralysis. He's going to try and stall us out continually, but all we really need is one confused shot, and then we should be good to go. And I think he's really trying to stall out the play rough, because it's the most super effective that we've got on this. But it's not the only move that I've got available. Alright, Umbreon, you have stalled long enough. Whew. Umbreon stalling things out, trying to get as much out. Alright, so Klefki, in a lot of trouble. Especially if it's not... Oh, Parahacks. Stupid Parahacks. Now, two-turn moves are super risky when you're paralyzed. I was hoping to get some Confuse in, get that Swagger off, but it looks like we didn't have the opportunity to. So I'm going to go into Maryland. Maryland's got a decent enough bulk that we should be able to do something here. It looks like we're going to take some decent damage there. I wasn't expecting quite that much from Fly. I was really hoping to not take that much from Fly. Oh, but Fly did a lot of damage. Alright, Slippy is switching in against Play Rough, which is basically death fodder. That's what's going on there. It sucks to see it, but it happened. Alright, so now we're back down to basically the last two Pokemon. This is rough. Real rough. Because Mega Mawile is going to outspeed Azumarill. And playing the Ball and Cup game, it reduced our play rough on our Klefki enough that we're only going to have a couple shots. It's going to probably predict that Para and get a shot off. So really, our best move here is to go for Aqua Jet. I predicted that there was going to be a Sucker Punch, but it didn't hit. No way Mega Mawile's slower than this. Hold on. No way. We gotta go for Aqua Jet again, though. There's no other... No way Mega Mawile's slower. It is. It totally is. Mega Mawile is slower, so Sucker Punch doesn't work against Aqua Jet. And there it is. Okay. I was playing the Ball and Cup game because I thought Mega Mawile was going to be just that little bit faster than the Azumarill. Azumarill is so much slower than I think, like so much faster than I think it is. But it's always safer to assume slower. But with that Paralyzed Salamence, we know we're going to get the move off first because Salamence isn't going to have any priority moves. Ugh. That was a lot more stressful than it needed to be. I really 100% thought that Mega Mawile was going to be faster. GG. Alright guys, like I said, that is going to be my last battle of the night. It is 9:58 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you guys feel like you're getting a little gypped today where you're not able to spend as much time with DKG's Avos as you'd really like to, I do have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/avos5. You can tweet at me after the show or before the show or basically anytime. I usually reply pretty quickly. That's at avos5 on Twitter. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a huge distribution on Wonder Trade as well as bringing out my Wonder Trade team. Fear the Love Disc. Fear the Love Disc. Awesome. It's going to be so much fun. There's also a new Reddit. I've got a new subreddit which was created for me. Somebody created me a subreddit. And that was one of my mods, Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy created a subreddit for our little community here. So if you guys want to be part of the community, if you guys want to join in with the rest of the community, I'll keep everybody up to date with the subreddit, posting all the new links, all the new YouTube videos. I've got a couple tips and tricks videos that I'm putting out around Christmas, because I won't be streaming around Christmas. Those will be posted to Reddit and Twitter, so keep an eye on those. So, guys, this has been DKG's Avos, and I'm signing out for now. Have a great night, guys. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of the community. It's been a fun